Hey, good morning. It is August 1st, Thursday, August 1st, 2024. We are live. I believe this is our 37th interview for this 100-day challenge. Yeah, this was my crazy idea. So we're doing 100 days, counting down to the Now Honors in the Power of Pink, October 3rd through the 5th. And I have people that we have honored, people that have been on my stages, people that are supporters, and people that are sponsors, and just my friends and family. And today we have someone who supports everybody. He's also a friend. Mr. Awesome is in the house. Hey, Erik Swanson, what's happening?
Yo, what's happening? What day is today? Today is Awesome Day. What's happening? I am so pumped. I want to come through the screen. But, somebody already made a film on that and it was scary. Okay,
we're not going to scare people. Let's not scare people. I don't know what to tell you. We can't scare people. I know you have this thing with these 3 little baby ducks.
Oh,
I mean, I live in the desert, so there's no water for ducks here. But
yeah,
are they ducks that swim? What's the thing with 3 ducks, dude?
Oh man, the ducks are amazing. It's one of my habits. I call it habitudes. So I have these 3 ducks. Okay, I'm gonna tell you about the ducks. Okay, and I feed them. I take them for walks. They're not as messy as other ducks that I've noticed that other ranches and farms and so forth have. But these ducks, I mean, they're powerful. I'm telling you, Tigo. These ducks, I introduce them. Here's what I do. I'll just tell you. I bring them to like coffee shops. I go to coffee shops all the time. Thing is, I don't even drink coffee.
Wait. You bring ducks to coffee shops?
Yes. That's what I'm saying. I don't even drink coffee, but I bring my 3 ducks. I bring them to coffee shops, and I drink green iced tea. By the way, it's really good for you. But I look for people that I want to meet. You know how they say people just show up in your life that are supposed to be there. Like when the student's ready, the teacher will show up. Well, I love to be there for people, right? So here's what I do. I bring my ducks, and people are like, "What are you doing?" Because sometimes people can't really see the ducks. They don't see them until I introduce them to them. And usually,
do they have names? Do these ducks have names?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you the names right now, but yes. Okay. But I only bring out 1 duck at a time, and I'll tell you why. I'll show you why. Let's say I meet you. Now I bring 3 ducks. All 3 of my ducks come with me everywhere I go. Okay.
Okay.
Now I get to the coffee shop or wherever. Or I was at a Costco one time, and this person was having kind of a tough day. One of those, hey, how you doing? And she's like, just another day or whatever. Just another day.
Yep.
Hey, it should be like this, just another day. That's how we should say it. But she was having a tough day, so I was like, do you mind if I give you a gift? And she's like, I would love it. What is it? And she was already like this, she thought I was going to give her a hug. I'm not a hugger, so I'm not going to give her a hug. But here's what I did. I reached into my pocket and I grabbed one of my ducks, and here it is.
Oh wait, they're pocket ducks.
Yes, here it is. Can you see this? I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? It's a little tiny glass duck. He's so cute. And I give it to her, and this is the lucky duck. It's literally a lucky duck. I literally give and they go crazy, by the way. Whenever you receive a duck from me, you'll know what's going on, because there's special powers in these ducks. I promise you. Because what happens is, and I ask them, I say, put it in your hand, hold your hand, and put it in your hand, and close up your hand and hold it tight. And I said, can you feel that? And they can always feel it. They can feel the energy. They can feel the warmth, the heat, the beauty, the awesomeness, the everything. And you should see, I'm getting emotional right now, actually thinking about this, because I'm holding it and I'm squeezing it. It's literally a magical duck that I've created these, and there you go. So it's pretty amazing.
And what's the 3 ducks' names? And can we see all 3 ducks?
Well, all right, I'll show you all 3 ducks. Sometimes it's tough to get them in a row. Get it? Okay. But did you just Chrissy Snow laugh? What was that laugh?
Yeah.
See, I can't really get them in a row. You can't really see. Anyway, so there's the 3 ducks. I bring them all 3 and I give them to the person. So I literally have more ducks than 3, but I only take 3 and I bring them out. And it's a great concept. Now you might be thinking, well, this is crazy. Yes. It is.
No, but it's typically you. You never know what Mr. Awesome is going to say,
That's
what
right.
Mr. Awesome is going to do. You just have no idea what's going to happen. But one thing I have noticed on social media, when I talk to you on the phone, you have two beautiful dogs.
I do.
And these dogs go everywhere with you.
They do.
You know, I mean, even it's like you're going cross country. And I'm like, oh, I wonder who's watching the dogs. And then we'll talk and the dogs are behind you. It's like, okay, you take these dogs everywhere.
They do.
Why do you're such a dog guy? You're a dog dad. So why are you such a dog dad? And what made you say these are my two babies?
Well, really good question. So it's Sammy and Louie are my two dogs. It started off with Jackson years ago, and Jackson passed. He was almost 12 years old, really, and it was just amazing. A boxer puppy. And pardon me, you're choking me up here a little bit. And what's interesting is these dogs, they go everywhere with me. Pardon me. And you know how we have should have one in front of me in my office here. You put on your lanyard when you're at an event and so forth, and it says, whatever the event is, Habitude Warrior, Speaker Hearts. And I plugged the events right there. Did you see how I did that? Anyway, so I got one for Jackson as well. I love making you laugh. So I got one for Jackson. So Jackson was running around like helping out and everything, and everyone knows him, and it's great. So then it transferred into my other two dogs. So Jackson was my first real love dog. Amazing. And then before he passed, like when he was around 6 or 7 years old, he got a dog named Samuel. So, cause I like movies and Samuel Jackson, the actor. So then, I actually met Samuel Jackson and introduced Samuel Jackson to Samuel and Jackson. And it was a fun experience.
Yeah.
So,
I met him too. I met him in Hong Kong.
Oh, cool. I met him in Montreal. I called him Danny Glover by accident, and he hit me.
Oh,
Swear to God. Swear to God. It was hilarious.
I bet he did. Yeah.
He was Danny Glover. I'm like 30 years younger than him. Anyway, we had a great chat, and I introduced him to Samuel Jackson, which was a whole nother story all in its own. But the point is this. My two dogs, so I have Samuel and Jackson. Then when Jackson, moved on, Samuel got another dog when he was 5 years old for his birthday, and his name is Louie. So now I have Samuel and Lewis. So Samuel Lewis, right? And then when Samuel kind of gets older and it's Louie's turn to get another dog, he's going to get Clark. So it'll be Lewis and Clark.
Clark.
Yes. And then when Clark is older, he's going to get another dog, a buddy, and he's going to be Kent. So I'll have Clark and Kent. So it's going to be really, really cool. So super excited about that. But thanks for bringing it up. So my point, or your point, or you're like, what's the point? The point was I bring them everywhere. And the reason, interesting.
You may not give us potty breaks because, we go for a while at your events and you're like, hey, you're fine. Go, if you got to go. We're not. And then you'll look at your watch and go, oh, wait, but the babies. And then it's like, time out, got to go.
Yeah. You know what's funny about the potty breaks at my events is people don't know this. I'm going to tell you a secret. People don't know this. And don't tell any of my speakers, but here's the deal. I curate my whole event with like 20 or 30 great speakers. I always put 2 speakers that are not that great. And that's my potty break. Whenever they're on stage, I'm like, oh, I got 15 minutes. This is perfect. So
wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
I'm not telling you.
In the room when I was on the stage.
I know. I was in the room. I was in the room with you. Yeah. Always check to see if Erik's out, taking a little break for a second, maybe that's not the greatest speaker.
So anyway, you brought up Habitude Warriors.
So the point, let's go back to the original question. Wait a minute.
Oh, okay. Go back.
So
I'm going to wait.
Does anyone know what a security blanket is? Okay.
Yeah.
Security blanket, like, you're a kid, or a teddy bear or whatever maybe it's a rabbit's foot or something that, you carry with you, and it gives you strength. It gives you courage. It gives you awesomeness. It gives you patience, passion, strength, leadership, and courage. And those are my dogs. My dogs give me that. They give me that power. And I actually call my littlest one, he's 2 years old. He'll be turning 3 soon. He's taking Venmo for Petco. Or pet, whatever it's called. Hey, that's a cool one. And that's August 17th is his birthday. So Venmo for Petco. All right. Is there a Petco? I don't even know. Anyway, so
yes, there's a Petco.
Smart. It's not Petco. It's anyway, the point is though, I call him my protector. And honestly, I'm telling you, Tigo, friend to friend, it's like it's like I notice that he notices me. They're service animals, by the way, as well, because they're motivational speaking dog service animals, and I bring them to teach others. But I notice that he's my protector. He really truly is, and I see that in so many different angles and areas. But you didn't come here to talk about that. We came here to talk about why
Actually, no, really. Actually, I did want to talk about that because, I'm a dog person. I'm a pet person, but I'm a dog person. I can't remember not having a dog in my life.
Yeah.
And they're always with me when I'm home, but when I travel, I don't bring them with me. And I get jealous. I see you and you're like, oh yeah, the dogs are at the hotel, or you were traveling not too long ago. You literally stopped because it was too hot and got them a hotel room so they could cool off. And I'm like, this is truly a dog dad.
During
So
the
I
day,
wanted
like
to
for
talk
3
about
hours.
that.
A
Yeah.
hotel for 3 hours. Guys, I didn't know. People were like, are you a John? I'm like, I'm not the John. Wait, what happened? And I'm like, for 3 hours. I just got a hotel for 3 hours. I've never gotten a hotel for 3 hours. They're like,
Hold
you're
on,
bringing
hold
2
on.
dogs in
So,
there? They're like, all right, we don't want to know anything else. I'm like, to cool off, dudes.
but that explained a lot because during your event, you're a protector. I noticed that when we were in Scottsdale recently. I noticed you're a protector. If someone is not having a good day, if somebody's terrified of the stage, because you are bringing beginner speakers and advanced speakers to stages all over the world.
Mhm.
And some of them, even if they've been doing it for a little while, when it's almost their time to go up, you could see them. They're like happy ducks, speaking of ducks, running around. They're talking to everybody, da 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 da. And you say, you're next. And they go,
Yeah.
and freeze,
Yeah.
and I see John, and you guys pull them aside and say, look, what do we go over? This is your foundation, blah, blah, blah. You truly are a protector. And,
Mm.
people in our business, in our industry of motivation, inspiration, thought leader, it's like we're used to being on stages and people go, oh, I've seen her or him. Let me just step out now and take phone calls. Let me step out. And you will stop people at doors and be like, look, they stayed for you, you stayed for them. This is what this is about. And I'm like, this guy's a protector. So hearing you say that about your puppies explains a lot, because you treat us like we're family. And there's no speaker, there's legends in the room. Sharon Lecter was there. I mean, there are legends in the room, but you
Mark
treat
Victor
us all like
Hansen.
we're legends. Yeah,
Mark Victor
you treat
Hansen was
us
there.
all like
Chicken
we're head.
Soup with Laurel from The
Yeah.
Secret. We had Tigo. We had Tigo's boss, Alan
He
Estrada.
he wasn't in the room when I was on stage. I was the bad speaker. Anyway, but you always make sure that we have an audience. And I want to thank you for that. And then you're talking about, Habitude Warrior. And I want to know where that name came from. And what does habits have to do with anything to do with being an author or a speaker or anything like that?
Oh, we just came out with our latest new #1 bestseller, by the way, yesterday. Hey, I want to just touch base on I think 2 things that you just mentioned a second ago, and then we'll answer the other question. Thank you for saying what you just said, Tigo. It's beautiful that you noticed that the correlation of the protector. I wholeheartedly believe that and appreciate you on bringing that to light. And it's fun though. I like to have fun. I like to protect, but at the same time, I like to have fun because that's what I think life's all about. So there's 2 things really quick about doing that. One is when I see someone getting up and I'm like, and I know, because I want to protect not only the speaker, but really the person getting up out of their seat to go do whatever they're going to do, take a phone call or go to the restroom or something, while this speaker, whoever that is getting on stage. I don't want that person, the audience member, to miss this speaker or
Right.
that speaker, right? So I literally I'll do this from time to time. I did this last time too. I'll stop. I'm 6'3", on good days 220. Anyway, I'm 6'3", and I'll stand there like this, like in the hallway, and he's like, the guy's like looking at me like, you're kidding, right? I'm like, no, turn around. Sit back down. And I had him sit down. And the guy, I hadn't met him before, but he was a really nice gentleman. He works at Apple Store, I think it was, up the street in the quarter in Scottsdale. And not only did I sit him down, but then we actually brought him up on stage after.
You did.
And he got an award because of the tenacity that he was learning and growing and so forth. It was pretty cool. So that's the first thing.
What you don't know is I spoke with him at the actual break.
Yeah.
And I believe you were off being puppy daddy. But
Mhm.
I spoke with him, and he said that event changed his life.
Oh,
He'll
wow.
never, ever, ever forget that event, and it made him want to be a part of this community,
Mm.
because that was the first event he had ever been to like that, where
Yeah.
motivational speakers weren't just on YouTube or whatever, they were live
Right.
and in person,
And
and he got to
he was
see
meeting
some
those.
legends there,
Yeah,
and he's meeting them and talking to them, and
exactly.
he
He
said it changed his life. He really did.
Oh, that's beautiful. He told me afterwards as well, because I've become friends with him as well. I want to mentor him. He's a 20-year-old kid or something. He's got
Mhm.
a child and so forth. It was great because once he sat down, he's like, I'm staying for the whole day, and he made his child Uber home or something. The child was 6. Just kidding, no. But the point is though, he's amazing and wants to learn. He was looking at YouTube videos from these people, like where's my phone? He was looking at, how most people are on their phone looking at things, and then he just has to look at his YouTube video of his playlist of people he saw before, like throughout the his last year looking at YouTube, and then just look up on stage, and that's the person right there.
Right.
Like literally, like there, he's like, oh my god, this
You're really here.
I don't need this anymore. I just need this community, because there she is, or there he is, that I've been following for years. So that's pretty powerful. And the second thing that people don't realize what I'm doing. So if you are a speaker and you're going to be on my stage, whether you're brand new or whether you're a veteran, you're going to get the same awesomeness from me. I'm going to come up right before you speak, about 4, 5, 6 minutes before you're actually next on stage, because nobody knows who's next on stage. So I'll come up to you and I'll give you a nice pep talk. You probably saw me give 1 or 2 pep talks,
I didn't get one, but I understand.
Oh, because you snuck on my stage. So it's a private pep talk. Okay, so it's basically like I just come up. I mean, it's in the main ballroom and so forth, so people can see us if you want. But I just say, hey, got a second? And they're like, of course. And they're looking at me. I go, look, you got this, and I'm just eye to eye with them. Basically, here's what I do. I do, pardon me, 2 or 3 major things during this time, and it's crucial, and critical put together. It's crucial. All right, so here it is. I literally enhance what they already know in their being. So what I'm saying is, I come up to them and I say, you got this clearly, because you are an expert at what you do. And look at the audience members behind me. Like, I'm not going to turn around, but look behind me. Look at there's hundreds of people that are like waiting for you. Yeah. So I can't wait till you shine. You're going to be beautiful up there. I can't wait. By the way, great outfit. You look awesome. The camera's going to love you. This is what I say. Basically, I
didn't get the pep talk. I didn't get the pep talk.
But the thing is, a lot of people don't realize at the end of my pep talk, here's the last part. And I promise I do this pretty much with every single person, except one person on the planet. That's Sharon Lecter, because I'm still scared of her, even though I'm best friends with her. So here's what I do. I'm not scared of her. I love her. I go up to every single person.
Sharon, he said that.
I love Sharon.
He said that.
After every pep talk I give, I do this. I say, you're gonna rock. You're gonna be awesome. And then I'm just about to turn and walk away, and I say, by the way, don't screw it up. And I walk away. I promise you, I do that with every single person. And then because they're like, and it's funny because they're like, oh my god, this feels so good. What? And then they get all, and then they're like, good luck, you're up next. And so
my goodness. All right. Before we gotta get to, where did Habitat Warrior come from? Why did you name it that?
So it's Habitude, not Habitat.
Habitude, right?
Is a little different.
Habitude.
Yeah, so it's a really easy, simple formula of a story. Here it is. There's a gentleman named Jim Rohn, Rohn, Jim Rohn. If you're in self-development, you know that name. If you're not, you need to get into self-development. Okay, so Jim Rohn used to be one of the top motivational speakers of the world, and really a philosopher. Brian Tracy, my main mentor, instructed me or suggested to me that I should follow Jim Rohn, and Jack Canfield and Zig Ziglar and Og Mandino and so forth, right? So Jim Rohn was on our stage one time. This is years ago, 15 years ago. And everything aligned, right? It was in Houston, Texas. I flew in there with Brian Tracy. Brian was one of the main speakers. There were about 3 speakers on that platform that day. And Brian was one of them, and Jim Rohn was the other one. And I was in the back of the room, and Brian had told me, make sure you cater to Jim Rohn. This is Jim Rohn, okay? He's huge. I said, of course, sir. So I went back there and I said, hey, Jim, can I get you a cup of coffee or something, or a cookie? We had lots of cookies for some reason that day. And he says, no. And he's sitting, I swear to God, this is what happened. He was sitting like his legs were crossed, and he was tea kettle. You know what tea kettle is? Like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like that. And just classic Jim Rohn, okay? So kind of sideways like this, facing his whole body was facing the stage where Brian was speaking at the time, and he's looking at me, and he goes, son, let me ask you a question. And I said, yes, sir. And he says, what do you do for Brian? What do you do? And I said, I was so excited. I was like, I'm the best salesperson in the world. I close deals. I enroll people. I'm motivational. I'm the best. And he says, interesting. And he felt something in my answer, I guess. And because I wasn't as he didn't believe that I believed in myself about why I was doing what I was doing for sales. Okay. So
Right.
he tea kettled, and he says, what do you really want to do? This is what Jim Rohn personally asked me. Okay. So
Okay.
I came back about 2 hours later, and I said, Mr. Rohn, I figured it out. I want to help people with their habits and their attitude. And I want to help myself with that as well, my own habits and attitude. And Jim told me, he says, he took the tea kettle off, and he says, you should do that. He shook my hand. He goes, you should put that together. And I did. And Jim unfortunately passed about a year later. But I put that together, and literally I flew the next day to San Diego, and I was hanging out with Jack Canfield around a circle around a fire pit. It was Jack Canfield and John Assaraf from The Secret, and a bunch of other speakers. Greg Reed was there, and I was sharing this story around the fire pit, and John Assaraf hits me on the shoulder. He goes, "Hey, if you don't use that word," I go, "What word?" He goes, "Putting it together, habitudes." He goes, if you don't use that, I'm going to use it, and I'm going to make it a billion-dollar company. I'm like, I'm on it. So I kept it. I IP'd it. I TM'd it. I did everything, trademarked. And so it's Habitude Warrior. It's all about your habits and your attitude, building everyone, building the world.
So what's next for you before I let you out of the hot seat? What's coming up?
Just DoorDash for Tigo. That's what I'm looking to do. I want to get some DoorDash for Tigo. Guys, if you're just tuning in right now, look, this young lady, she's hungry. She wants some tacos. She wants some lobster. What do you like? You like, she needs a smoothie.
Oh my gosh.
She needs a
right
smoothie.
now, I really would love a smoothie.
I'm literally smoothie. Are you in your office, by the way? You're in your office?
I'm in my studio. Okay. Yes, I am.
Cool. So guys, if you're interested in sending a smoothie to Miss Tigo, I'm not going to personally give you the address or anything, but you contact me, okay? Just contact me however you need to contact me, and we're going to send some smoothies. So DoorDash to Tigo. That's what we're going to do. That's what I'm doing right now.
You're amazing. You crack me up. I thank you for always supporting all of us. If we call, you come running, and I want to thank you so much for doing that. And I know how busy you are. So I just want to say yay and thank you, and thanks for hanging out with me today. You're the best.
Well, you get a duck then. Here you go.
A duck.
And guys, my suggestion to everyone listening and watching, go get your own duck, or call me and get a duck for me. All right. Follow me.
Wonderful. Now everybody's going to want a duck. I hope you have thousands of ducks.
I do. Just go to followmrawesome.com. Follow me. Let's share each other's awesomeness with each other. And I'm happy to do it. I've got ducks for everybody.
You're amazing. Have a great day.
Love you.
I love you too. Hey, everybody. If you're laughing, then you had a great time with this interview. I know I did. We just love having so many people that support us, have my back, have our events back. Erik Swanson is amazing. You can literally look him up as Erik Swanson, Mr. Awesome. You'll find him there. But you know what to do. Go to tigodirect.com, type in Erik with a K, E-R-I-K, Swanson. He will come up. Reach out to him, say, hey, I saw you on the 100-day challenge. And he'll tell you when the next speaking events are coming up, what other events he's doing. And maybe, if you come to one of the live events, you can meet the puppies because they are beautiful. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I want you to come back next time. And as always, I'm Tigo. I'll talk to you. Yeah, we're still doing it tomorrow. Have a great day.